Did you know that the United States Constitution is the first written constitution in man's history to prohibit the international slave trade? Well, it is. And I'm a lawyer, and I studied constitutional law at Duke University way back when. My professor was Walter Dellinger, who later became U.S. Solicitor General in 1996 and 1997. But we did not highlight Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution, which reads, "The migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808. That's 1808. 21 years after the drafting of 1787. Now, what's the significance of 21 years? In our life, we have the number 2. 2 is a couple. 3 is a crowd. 3 is also the Holy Trinity of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. We have 12, a dozen. We have 12 months in a year, 13 in a baker's dozen. But 21 years. In the law, where does that come from? Well, it comes from a case called the Duke of Norfolk from 1682 in England, the rule against perpetuities and trust in estates law. Basically, it states that a property must vest in someone after a life in being at the time of the creation of the interest ends, plus 21 years. That means that the international slave trade died in 1787 with the drafting of our Constitution, plus 21 years. That was formalized in the Act of 1807, which stated, quote, "The importation of slaves into any part of or place within the jurisdiction of the United States is prohibited after January 1, 1808. Now we know the slave power continued and we had the Civil War, but the historical fact remains. It's an incredible document drafted by incredible people. Our nation certainly has flaws, but together and under our Constitution, we can continue to make her better. You can read about Article 1, Section 9 in my book, The Case for the National Slavery Memorial, an aid to our HBCUs, at Chapter 4, An Imperfect Revolution. And it was, but we can make it better. Thank you.